So a 35-year-old man died, and the sole heir of the estate is his daughter. And mom and dad weren't married. And we were told it was suicide. Now there's a murder investigation. So this is my first murder investigation. So I'm very grateful that I have the facility to have the conversations. One of the first things I said to the family is lock the house up. And sure enough, whoever the suspect is, was in there trying to do whatever they were trying to do, and the house was locked up and secured. So the police department have asked the family to stay, meaning not file probate until they can see what the suspect is doing with the money. Anyway, so I wanted to share that could be a possibility because it never occurred to me. And two, the way it occurs to me for the real estate, because that is one of the primary assets. There is some insurance, there's no will. People are reeling. Does a letter of intent make sense in this case?
Yeah. Letters and LOIs are they're only worth the paper they're written on, or maybe not even that because you ruined the paper. It doesn't have any other use, but they're very valuable from a psychological standpoint. We are conditioned, especially if you write something down, you're committing to doing that thing. And you can add scary language to them, but it's only worth the amount of money you're willing to throw at it and lose in court. But usually it doesn't come down to that. I use LOIs as a way to say, this is just my commitment to you and yours to me in case you have to explain it to anyone else who's not here. Let's go ahead and put this in writing so you know that when the time is right, I'll be here to serve you. So just write it up and have it signed. File it in your desk drawer. That's about the only place it's important. But you're just getting a psychological commitment to live up to, the agreement.
Yep.
But yes, if there's any kind of delay, that's the best thing that you can do is just get a letter of intent because in their mind, like they're neurologically, they're like, okay, I committed to that. That has to be done. I have to, and in order to maintain my integrity, I have to do what I say I'm going to do. And it doesn't work with everybody. Some people could care less, but for most people, LOIs are a good way to stave off competition.
Well, the other thing that came from this is one of the two attorneys the family has engaged is gave him some really lousy real estate advice, and I'm like, okay, so there's an opportunity aside from all the feels and the hearts and all the things that we all do. They they need help. They need actual services provided. So anyway, that's all I.
Well, you've got a beautiful Aussie peeking over your shoulder there. Tell her we said hi. I got to run, guys. Thank you so much for a great call. We'll see you guys next week, next Tuesday.